The harder you grind, the bigger you dream. I said the harder you grind, the bigger you dream. The harder you grind, the bigger you dream. The harder you grind, the bigger you dream. Yes, yes, the harder you grind, the bigger you dream. God, believe in kings and queens. Believe in kings and queens. This is the grind hard clean big show. The harder you grind, the bigger you dream. The harder you grind. I got a king in the building. And we've been doing some dope things out here. Making things happen, man. Introduce yourself to the people, man.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? CEO Don Osario checking in. You know, the DJ who went financial literacy coach, you know what I'm saying? Making sure everybody get the same gems that everybody who's winning got.
Okay. So how you feeling on this wonderful evening, man? Like spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. How you feeling, man?
Man, everything good. The last few months been like on top. Like I've been going hard, grinding, getting things done, you know, achieving goals. So it's been really going up.
That's all right. I feel like it's very, very essential that you are goal-oriented. And, you know, for people that didn't know, you know, we met each other, you know, through the music. And I felt like, you know, I seen your hustle, you seen mine, and it was like, all right, bet, let's just try to link and make something happen. You DJing and me being an artist. How'd you feel about that? Like me even reaching out to you, you know, with that. How'd you feel about that?
Man, it was lit, man, because I know, like, back in the day, we used to do the music. I hosted your mixtapes and everything like that, so, and it did numbers, so it's like, yeah, it's good to, like, collaborate in the future in this present time right now.
For sure, man. And like I said, I appreciate you for that, man, with the exaggerated truth. You know what I'm saying? That was back in the Spinrella era, you know what I'm saying? Now you know it's Spotify, Apple Music, and all that good stuff now. But now these ventures, right? These ventures and you elevating, how was it coming up as a child? Like, you know, your childhood, if you want to tell people about your childhood, how you came up.
Yeah, like my childhood, so like my father did like 15 years in prison, so I grew up without my father. I had a stepfather, you know, my mother, but things was real like, it was cool, but I wanted to be like different, you know. I had like ideas of doing things outside of what society want.
Okay.
You know, because I know it bring back a bigger, you know, income, right? So I started wanting to do business now. One of my first business ideas ever in life was at 9 years old. I wanted to like clean bikes.
Okay.
At my apartment, but I couldn't because of the rules, you know what I'm saying? All the like water and stuff, you know, blocking the, the sidewalk. So I was like, all right. So I started playing sports and things like that. Went to school for electronic systems technician. Then I started, after I graduated from school, I started working a government job.
Okay.
Had the house, had a government job, getting paid good, but the time wasn't there. So when I figured out, like, dang, I don't got no time to enjoy the money I'm making,
right.
I was like, man, I got to do something different. So I was DJing, like, from around 10 years old and up, 11 years old and up. So I hopped back into it, like, about 2-3 years ago. And then I just started going crazy with that for, like, the past 4 years. I've been an entrepreneur.
Okay.
And it's been, like, DJing and recently financial literacy.
Right, yeah. Financial literacy is very, very important. I think you hit it right on the nose. I feel like you hit it right on the nose when you was basically saying the time. Because, you know, I know a lot of people, you know, myself and, you know, other people out there that work these jobs, and we be like, man, we ain't got the time. We just don't got the time to do something and delegating our day and, you know, priorities and everything like that. So time being the biggest asset, how do you feel about that? How would you break down time to people?
Time is very important because you got to, like, manage it. Managing your time is real important. You got to make sure that you set aside time for, like, your business and then your personal. You got to have a balance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because stuff could outweigh each other and then you start being unaligned. So you definitely got to have balance and time management skills. And that's something you practice over time that you acquire, you know, through, like, trial and error. So it takes time, but you definitely could get it.
Okay. Very humble. I like that answer. I like that. I feel like time is a big, big asset. Probably the biggest asset that we have as human beings. And, I think it's very, very essential how we delegate it too, right, towards the things that we want to do. So with the job and everything like that, I guess, piggybacking towards that, you were saying that you ain't had the time, but the money was good though.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Definitely,
all right. As long as the finance was all right,
Yeah.
through the time being, because, a lot of people could, punch the clock for a lot of hours and they'd be like, I bet the money's good at least. I can at least sleep comfortable, this, that, and the third. So that's all right. That's all right. So with this venture, man, your business, you talking about financial literacy. First of all, could we define that for the people that don't know what financial literacy is?
So financial literacy is basically having an understanding of like business, your finances, taxes, things like that. So anything that's financial, it's a literacy. Like you have reading literacy, you got
Right.
math, and you got money literacy. So it's just all of that grouped together.
Okay.
And one of the things I focus on is like budgeting, investing, and credit.
Okay.
Because like I show people how to clean up their credit so they could later on leverage it so they could make money and like have another stream of income.
Right.
Or turn that stream of income into a full business.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. See, I wish I, knew about that when I was younger. But I feel like, the information that we get nowadays, it's only right that we pass it on to the next because, information is meant to be shared. You know what I'm saying? Not to be selfish with it. So with your venture in credit, what made you want to just hop out there to be like, all right, you know what, bet. I got to do this credit thing. I got to figure it out. What made you want to just take that leap? To be like, all right,
so, like in July, I was like, like when the pandemic started, like in February, I was in like the Gardens. That's a neighborhood in D.C. Southeast.
Okay.
It's called Potomac Gardens. So I was there doing community service for like 3 months, and in July I was like, this is cool, but I want to give back in a bigger way, like give back, in a different type of way than how it was through like different programs that the city was providing. So I decided to like look into my financial situation. It was like, all right, so I gotta fix my credit. I gotta get another stream of income because I wasn't working a job. I mean, jobs is cool, but at the point I was like, I done had one of the best jobs, and I see the bigger pictures. Like the time, you don't have it. So how do I get my time back? I just gotta create assets or create streams of income that's gonna cover my bills, my living, and after that, I start investing the rest. So once I figured that out, I was like, okay, I gotta like really focus on my finances. So I started fixing my credit. I got results. Like I boosted 189 points in the past year from that point on. So when I looked at the score, it was like 464, and then I brought it up to like a 680 something.
That's what's up.
So
man.
it really climbed, and I was like, all I did was apply for a secure credit card, put down some money. Once I called a credit union because I'm with Navy Federal. So credit unions are better than banks when it comes to credit.
Okay.
Yeah, anything, period, because they have better interest rates and stuff. So once I did that, I started doing good. They raised my $200 secure credit card to a $500 limit. And then after that, it went to $2,000 unsecured, so they gave me my money back. And then a few months later, I just kept my utilization under like 30%.
Okay.
And then once it got to like 8 months, I applied for this thing called a flagship card. And then that's like $10,500, and I got proof of that.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
So you just running it up, huh? Running it up. That's all right, though.
And then the plan is like, okay, so I got all this other people's money. It's like OPM, other people's money. So I got that. So how can I leverage that and make more money? It's like, I gotta find different assets to invest in. So you could buy like used cars, sell them,
right?
Or you could put them on Toro or something,
right?
But it's it's different things like that how you can leverage it.
Got you for sure. Yeah, leverage. I feel like leverage is the name of the game. Like that's crazy. So you basically jumped up almost 200 points, right? You know what I'm saying, from the 400 to the 6, high 7s probably now, but like. The notion of you being responsible with it and knowing exactly what you needed to do, man, that's all right. That's all right. So is credit something where we look at it like how much, I guess, America could trust you or how much banks could trust you? How would you define credit?
Like, so, yeah, basically credit is like how responsible you are when people can lend you money.
Okay.
So based off of how your on-time payments and things like that, it's like how much they would give you based off of your previous habits. So having credit and being responsible with it gives lenders a comfortable situation where they can say, okay, I'm gonna give you this amount or a higher limit than what you already got. So it's basically your responsibility and how you manage money.
Right. Okay. Because I ain't gonna lie, man. Like me, whoo. And I tell you about managing money. It's like I see it, I spend it. I see it, I spend it. I see it, I spend it. So I had to really learn this notion of being disciplined with it, you know, and budgeting, like you said, budgeting is very, very important. I know you said that earlier, because it's like, okay, but I got this, but this is a need, this is what I need, and this, that, and the third. So I feel like it's very, very important for us to understand, like, budgeting, saving, what we really want to do with these lines of credit. So for you to get one line and then the next, you was talking about cars. And you got something going on with cars right now.
Yeah.
So tell people about that. Like, how did that venture come out?
So basically, when it came to the cars, once I got approved for the 10,500, I was like, okay, cool. I got funding now, so I'm like, how can I leverage it to make money? And I was looking at different things like Airbnb, Turo, like rental car spaces and things like that. So I was like, all right, so the Airbnb, I was in it, and I'm still in it, but it's like a coaching thing. I want to be coach on that because I don't really know nothing about it. But the Turo, I'm like, it's pretty simple, You rent out your car, it's covered by insurance by the platform, and then after that, you just collecting cash flow. So I was like, all right, bet. So I went and applied for like a loan, and I got approved for it. So I said, okay, this could be a long-term play. I got the loan for 6 years, and I'm going to use the platform, to pay the car note and then take the profits and reinvest so I could pay the car off within like a year and a half, and then after that, have it for like 2 or 3 years, collect the profits, sell it, trade it, and like get another vehicle.
That's right, man. So you really was thinking long and hard about it. So you definitely did your research. I could definitely say that because, short term and long term, like I said, it depends on the game that you want to play. So with that process and the cars, like how'd you go about finding, the particular car, the need, and how did you really identify it as being a need? Per se.
So basically, when it came to finding my cars, I did a little research, watched some YouTube videos. That's always been my like go-to thing
YouTube
after college. Yeah, I enrolled in YouTube University and learned a lot. So that's where some of the Turo information came from. So I kind of like woke up one day and was looking for cars, and then I landed at this dealership. So I got out, was talking to the lady. She told me some things I needed, which was like statements. And I don't have a job. I haven't had a job in like a long time, and I only worked for a little short period of time.
Okay.
Like recently, so I was like, man, I don't have no 2 years worth of statements to show you. So she was like, just show me your income as they call it self-employed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Sole proprietor. So it's like Ubers, ride shares, if people hire you to take pictures and things. So I did that for DJing, so I showed her that, and she said, cool. So she showed me how to do the application for the Navy. I applied, and I got approved for $20,000, and the car was $15,000. So I got the loan for the $15,000. I got the car off the lot. I haven't paid the car note yet, and I'm up probably like $400 on the, as far as like income already. It's gonna be a month from April 8th to May 8th, so that's gonna be the 30 days, and I'm up that much. In the car note's like $293, and the car insurance like $160, so everything like $420.
Okay.
$420 for that one car. So that's almost done, and I don't pay the first car note until May 25th.
Okay.
So I still got time to make more money.
Right.
I could pay for my other car because I have 2 cars.
Right.
I have a personal car, and then that's my investment car. So
Right.
that's basically like the play I'm running right now is doing good. And as money come in, I just invest into that because I want to eventually, in like a year and a half or 2 years, have a Tesla.
Oh, yeah, you're going to do that. I didn't know you were going to do that. You're a goal-oriented person, man, and I can definitely see that. So, I feel like finding the need You feel me? Like once we get in the field, you get in the field or something. So, as far as mentors, do you have any of those, or how did you really find yourself, being a coachable person and doing what you do now?
When it comes to mentors, yeah, I have a lot. Like not a lot, but I have a few people I like tapped into. I have people like Brother Ben X. I have like Nehemiah Davis, their CEO. That's who I recently took a credit mentorship with.
Okay.
Paid $750. Investments like that is the type of investments that allow me to like know what I know.
Okay.
So if I pay I think I paid like $23,000 for college.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? You want to take that type of risk onto yourself, invest that into yourself. So I pay for people like that. Runway Billionaires, another one. Derek Grace, people like that. P Diddy. I also follow the Classics Master P Diddy.
Right.
Just to see how you can incorporate the old school way of hustling with the new age way of hustling online and things like that.
Right. Because I'm about to say definitely like the online presence is another thing, man. You spot on with it because I was about to go smack there.
Yeah.
To be honest, like the online presence, and you just building the content because I just feel like you've been a hustler. Like anything that you put your mind to, you feed it. You just end up doing it. Regardless with the DJing or whatever it is, like you're a big visionary, and I definitely see that. So, with like photo shoots and things like that, I mean, you still do those though, right? Like you still be able to still.
So I had like one photo shoot, and it was lit. It was a professional photo shoot. I paid like about $300 for it. Like,
Okay.
investment. I keep saying the numbers because I want people to understand like how much it takes to get to where at least people will see me at.
Right.
Like where I got to, I invested into myself. It's not like, I took the cheaper route. And it's like, when you really got to hustle, you got to really hustle to invest in yourself, not always take the profit and go spend it like that. So that first investment in a photo shoot allowed me to have a professional look on my social media, attract different type of clientele and attention that I normally wouldn't have with just like the regular phone flicks and stuff.
Got you.
So yeah, that definitely helped me.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And like I said, for me, I wasn't really the best with money. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to learn how to manage money better. And, it's definitely paying off because, I'm investing into the things like that. Like, this is what you see right here, the Grind Hard Dream Big Show, definitely investing into that. I look at it like, all right, cool. Like, how can I get better? What's the next play? Because, it's a long-term game. That's a game that I think a lot of people should play, just my, advice. But I think that's the best game that people could play because that short-term stuff, man, make a lot of mistakes, man. I ain't going to lie. Certain things I'd be like, man, I ain't need those shoes. I ain't need that shirt.
I feel like the short-term game, the money come too fast, and if you ain't learn how to manage it first, which you probably didn't, because you was focused on getting to the bread. Once it started coming in, you're like, oh, I got to get fly, I got to buy this. Start doing things for, like, self-gratification. Like, when I was DJing, that's how I got into entrepreneurship. So I was making, like, at first I was DJing for free. Just get my name out.
Right, yeah, for sure. Got to get the name up. Got to get the brand out there, for sure.
That's the best key for anybody to get lit in their business is do stuff for free or do it at a discount or just have a bomb customer service, like, over-deliver off the break, when you come in. So once I was doing that, I did the free shows. Then the shows went to like referrals. That's how I really started picking up a lot of tractions because I DJ a good show. I have like a show or two shows from that because two people come up to me and ask for my card and then call me later. So after that, I started like getting paid like $50 an hour, $90 an hour. I'm working my way up to the point now. Like last year, I was at $175 an hour, and now this year, after post-pandemic, it's gonna be like $200 an hour flat.
His price is his price. It's not negotiable. Yeah,
it's gonna be $800 like for 4 hours, and it's not just a DJ. You get a DJ, you get a host. You probably get two DJs, just one that opens who specifically do art, R&B, and things like that.
Right.
When people eating and things, and then I'll come. And then we'll do the hosting for your event. We'll have wireless mics available if you got a host or things like that. I plan to take that entertainment side and boost it. Like I plan to have DJs and all that under me. So that'll be like the whole entertainment side that people
Okay.
could like come
So
through.
so Diddy and the DMV? Is that what we saying?
Yeah,
Is that what we saying?
Yeah, I'm trying
You know
to
what
do
I'm saying?
something.
I'm about to say that sounds like a play, a vicious play. Seriously, man, I may have to take you in on that. You may have
Yeah,
to go ahead and,
definitely.
you know what I'm saying? I may have to go ahead and get with you on that. I ain't gonna lie, man, that sounds sweet though, for real, for real. I think you made a big point, you know, because I think, you know, with our community, a lot of us, we like to look sweet. Right, and you know, I was one of those people. So you know,
Oh, yeah, me
basically
too.
like just buying, you know, the stuff that look fly, you know, the latest Jordans, you know, the name brand stuff, the designer stuff, and all that. And you know, as I was reading books, because that's what I was really doing through this pandemic, and it really led to this motivational content, which led to this as well. I felt like I had to catch you up on, you know, basically
yeah.
how
Yeah,
we here.
definitely, yeah,
You feel me?
definitely.
But I think now just having the right mindset, because it's like before I wanted to, you know, look cool and look lit. You feel me? But now it's just like, man, the simple things really matter.
Yeah.
You know, all right, cool. I mean, I got these shoes and these shoes to do, this shirt to do, this car to do. You know, and what I like.
Right,
truly.
right.
Because I feel like we all try to fit in when we really born to stand out.
Exactly.
You feel me? So how do you feel that's really like changed your way of thinking and changed your approach? If you were to look back, you know, at your younger self to be like, oh man, well, dang, I did this, and dang, I did that, and what can I learn from now, and what do I know now that I didn't know before?
Right, like during the pandemic, like you said, I took the time to read books and stuff. The first book I ever read, other than like, you know, in middle school you got the little book reports you gotta read it, but the first book as an adult I read was Rich Dad Poor Dad.
A lot of people been
Yeah.
reading that junk. A lot of people.
That's a
I
good
read it too.
book.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's
Okay?
a good book, and I couldn't like me. I don't know. I can't like read a book. I gotta like I be falling asleep and stuff. Like I get tired, so I
Okay.
read most of the book,
Right.
and then the rest I went on YouTube and audio. So
Yeah,
if you
a
got
lot
a
of people
book,
doing that audio too. I
Yeah,
feel
you
like the
can listen
audio's
to it.
another way for people because it's like, all right, man, I can hear it. I ain't even really trying to read the junk. See, I'm
Exactly.
an old school person, so I mean, yeah, don't knock me. Yeah, you know, I'm with them. Really, textbook, really reading it. That's me. I can do the audio too, though, but I'd rather
Exactly.
have the textbook. That's just me, though.
yeah, but like the individuality of everybody, like that made it stand out. So I did things to like advance myself and grow and self-develop, like read books, apply the information. Cause a lot of us like we like getting a lot of information, but we don't like applying it. Cause it's a lot of work. Like DJing and the stuff I did took a lot of work, sacrifice and things like that. So you gotta be ready for that. And the only way to get ready is to be mentally ready through like reading other people's experience, because you're not the only person that's doing what you're doing.
Right.
You're not the only person in the world fixing credit and DJing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we all have the same problems, and we just gotta like come together and like really come together and like just see how we could benefit from each other's experiences and information that we know.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I think that's big because, you know, knowledge is nothing without application, and you basically just said that.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people that do a lot of things, and everybody feel like everything could be a competition, but reality is really not even a competition.
Right.
It's like, okay, man, I can learn this from you. You can learn this from
Collaboration's
me.
important.
We can build together, like we building right now. You feel what I'm
Definitely.
saying? You know, and just giving people the platform once again, and doing that, man. So. I know we all have like competitive nature though, because like you said with sports, I mean, we all, you know, try to compete to be the best. I played sports and I felt like I had to be the best at this, I had to be the best at that. But I'm learning now that you just have to be exceptional, but have the passion and the drive and the willpower to continue to perfect the skill. So what would you say to that? Would you feel like that is necessary as well, or what else would you add to that?
Yeah, like you definitely gotta have a will and a passion and be motivated to do anything you want to do. Like when it came to DJing, like it was some nights I was DJing multiple shows in a day. Yeah, the money was good, but like the energy and stuff is not there.
Right.
Cause you know you gotta like really like a party. Everybody been to the club is lit, and then as a DJ, if you doing shows back to back, let's say one day I got a brunch in the morning, then I got like a midday event.
Right.
And then later that night, I gotta go do a concert.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's been my life before, and it take a toll on you. So you gotta be really into what you're doing to say mentally, I'm not gonna quit. Like people done stole my. I'm sure you seen that post when Young Boy came to Bliss.
Bro.
You know, I was there, and like somebody stole my computers out of my car, my hard drives and stuff. So you know that was a big thing. So it was like I could have quit then. I could have gave up. Nah, the next day I bought a new computer. You know, because I was making
pocket, out your money,
literally,
your
I was
investment.
making money in my craft because I was passionate.
Right.
And I had the funds that I could allocate for things like that. So it's like when you really got your heart into something, you're going to benefit financially, mentally, your goals going to be accomplished, and you're going to feel like you thriving in whatever you're doing.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. And like I said, man, people that, you know, try to block the blessing and just, you know, navigate and be nosy, man, that's a setback for a major comeback. And you definitely came back in a major way and really just put your money down to be like, all right, but I lost my stuff. I'm going to get back up. It's going to be better. So I, you know what I'm saying, let go and just move forward. That was really, really good. So you also had an ebook too, though.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I know you said that you're reading the books, but you also dropped some gems with an ebook, man. What really inspired that?
So the ebook is 10 things the rich teach their children about money. So basically, like I said, I was reading books during the pandemic, and one of the things that I started doing was like really researching millionaires and billionaires, like the mindset and things they have. And one of the things I noticed was the simplicity of their lifestyle. You know, they work out, they eat healthy, they have their daily routine. I was like, it's a system. Like everything that's successful has a system. So I started putting a system into my life and started like really organizing certain things. And then I was like, okay, I gotta like get the game out, like everything that I'm learning. That was my first product. I put it out and it was kind of good. I got some good responses from it. I just took like different like things I learned from interviews and correlated into like 10 steps.
Okay.
That could be easy and you could apply it and get some results. It's mainly a mindset book, and it's down right now because I'm doing some editing. I'm revising it, making it like way better with some more details. So it's gonna be on www.donosario.com. I'm gonna shoot for like next month.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you know,
that's
it's
all
gonna
right,
be out
man.
there.
Definitely support that, man. You dropping gems in the book, and you like I said, you got the content going crazy, man, and just giving people a game, and I think that's definitely dope, man. Because you know, a lot of people be like, man, I'm up. I don't need to sit there and share nothing with y'all. What you mean? I touched the stack. Y'all ain't gonna touch no stack.
That's our
you know,
problem. We think
that's
like
the problem, right?
Yeah, we think a stack like these STEMI checks is a lot of money, and it's really not. Like in this world, you gotta think like inflation is 3% a year. So your 1,000, if you save your STEMI now, a year from now it's gonna be down 3%. You know, if you keep saving, it's gonna decrease. So you wanna learn how to like invest. Instead of saying, oh, yeah, I got a lot of money, I got all of this here saved. Like, saving is losing for real, you know, due to inflation, because it's killing you. That's the silent thief, you know, for everybody. They don't even know it.
Yeah, I didn't even know it. You
like,
sitting there telling me, I didn't even know it. I'm shocked. Go ahead.
Like a water, it could be like, last year, your water could have been 59 cents. This year, it's like 98 cents. You know what I'm saying? Next year, it'll be $1.05. You know what I'm saying? It just keep going up, but it's the same product, same everything.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we gotta watch out for that. That's why investing is important. That's why people like when you work jobs, you got 401ks and stuff. But if you don't work a job, you got stuff like Bitcoin, stocks, buying cars, putting on to a road, buying liabilities, turning into assets and things like that. So, you know, you just gotta be creative and beat inflation at least by 3%. You gotta be investing in something that's at least make you 3% of your money. So even if you have 1,000 and you invest in something like that, you'll have 1,000 next year.
Right.
So you at least beat inflation. But if you're making like most investments, you make like 8%, 10%. So you'll make something more.
Right. Yeah.
And stuff like Bitcoin and stocks, you be making like 100%, 200, 300%. So if you really know how the market moving and things like that, you could take advantage and you know, leverage your funds.
Right, and that's the thing though, because I feel like you know, investing in yourself, right? Like I feel like it's very, very important. So like for me, I'm just studying, I'm just soaking up game. So you know, I'm a rookie. So I mean, you know, my player rookie. That's how I feel, to be honest, because it's like, you know, it's new information to me. But I take it, and you know, I still try to do my own research because I know it's people that invest in stocks, it's people that invest in crypto, different types of things. And you know, we be seeing like, oh man, they made buku money, You know what I'm saying? How'd they do that? You know, they probably post something that was lit.
Right.
You know, and you know, with the stock market, you got green days, you got red days,
Right,
and things like that. So, with the stock market and things like that for beginners, you know, one, have you gotten to the stock market before, or two, for beginners, what would you, you know, say to those people that, you know, hey, man, I want to try the market, I want to try this, I want to try that. What would you tell them?
I would say like with the stock market, I'm in it a little bit. I use like Robinhood.
Okay.
That's mainly my main platform. I read the information they have and try to like study the different stocks, read about them, and do my own research.
Okay.
Basically, when it comes to stocks, I'm not no stock master, so
Right. Neither am I.
definitely do your research.
I'm
Don't
not.
take anything I say as solid, but it's worked for me. So one thing, the basic information that I've studied from people who's winning in stocks is study the thing that you want to invest in. So the company, these are companies that's on the stock exchange, and you know, you got baby companies like Airbnb who just IPO'd and got on a stock exchange. You got companies like Coca-Cola who's been on there for years. So you want to like companies like Coca-Cola, people who's successful like
Right.
Tesla,
Right.
Google, everything that's like used throughout the day. You can research, invest into it for the long term. Things that might be moving due to things like a pandemic like this one, like Zoom. It was real low when it came out. People wasn't really doing Zooms because people in person ain't in the office now.
Right. Yeah, Zoom
Everybody
going
and their
crazy
mama.
now.
Yeah,
It going
so
crazy.
if you would have invested in Zoom like January 2020, February 2020, boom, you'll be popping. I think Zoom was like at $20 or something, $30
Yeah, it was low.
back.
It
Bro,
was
it
low
was
for
low.
real.
So now it's like $300 the last time I looked. So you can see the return on that. So it's like basically the stocks, you just study the company. And also this like a gem, like when you study companies that's connected. Like when it comes, I know one guy broke it to me like this. He said, okay, you can invest in Chipotle and be done. Or you could invest in Chipotle and see what other companies make up Chipotle, like who provides they lettuce, who provides they sodas, who provides they like, you know, they packaging and things like that, they tortillas, because that Chipotle's gonna be around for a while. We know that, so that means the companies that's under them are gonna be around for a while. So you can invest in those too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Do that with different companies. See what
Right.
other companies is associated. Invest in those companies on top of the mainstream company.
Right, yeah, man. And that's, like I said, that's the long-term game, because you be like,
Mm-hmm.
all right, bet, you know, this stock probably worth, you know, maybe 500 to 1,000. And it's like, oh, look at them. They're a little stock, but, hey, little do they know, man, they add the flavor to that. So
Exactly.
it's like, all right,
the
cool.
baby
Like,
stocks
yeah,
help
the
build
baby
up
stocks,
the
they
big
do help.
joints. Yeah.
So people really got to take that risk. So I just feel like, you know, what do you think is the main issue why people, you know, are afraid to invest, or like you were saying before, just taking that step? What do you think the threshold is?
It's just a lack of information. We don't know enough about investing, so when you don't know enough about something, you tend not to do it or like participate in it because you're not knowledgeable. Like at first, when it came to my credit, I wasn't applying for nothing. I wasn't doing nothing at check credit or nothing because I didn't know nothing about it. Like I trade Forex. I'm learning about that. I don't know enough about that, but it's all investing. So it's like you gotta learn about something so you can be more comfortable with it. It's like riding a bike. If I get like a dirt bike, if I get on a dirt bike, I never rode it, I'm be scared.
Right,
You know what I'm
right, yeah,
saying?
because you never rode that joint. I'd probably be
Yeah.
scared too. Like,
But after I get
dirt
like
bike,
some
huh?
help from someone and I ride it a few times and I start doing my own thing, then I'm more comfortable. So it's like it's just a learning process. Investing is a field that we're not taught. When it comes to schools and stuff, we're taught to go work for someone else.
Right, that's a fact.
Yeah,
That's a
so you can either create a job or you can go work for a job. You can build your own dreams or go build somebody else's. So, you know,
that's a
it's
bar. That's a
it's
bar.
an option. You know, it's a
Right.
decision you gotta make. You have two options. It's a decision you gotta make, and whatever decision you make is gonna determine your life.
Right. I feel you, man. That's hard, because, you know, a lot of people be like, man, I'm working these jobs right now. You telling me I'm doing the wrong thing with my life, man.
Mm-hmm.
You telling me I'm working, you know. But at the same token, I feel like, you know, you still have to be, you know, for myself, like, you know, it's nothing wrong with working, you know, for somebody, because I feel like at the end of the day, what your dream is your dream. If you can feel your
Exactly.
dream, find a way to make it happen.
And
You
one
know?
thing that's important is like when it comes to jobs, you're not meant to stay there for 40 years. Because if you read about any successful person, they use jobs and as a source of income. A job is a source of income. That's one. So the millionaires have a minimum of 7. So you use your job. That's your one. You don't stop there. You gotta keep going. Some people get their job and be like, I'm gonna do my 40, get my 401k, which is based off the stock market. So they not studying the stock market. They just trust a 401k package. So when the stock market crash and they losing money, they don't understand. Like a lot of people during this pandemic lost a lot of money out there 401.
That's crazy.
They
First of all,
did.
hey, look, you just broke a gem down to me. I ain't know that the stock market really determined the 401k.
Yeah,
I didn't know
like-
that. I just thought, all right, bet this is my employer, this is what I did, but I didn't know that the market dictated that.
Your
man.
employer
That's
is a
wild.
company, and you know all these companies. You know, they base the 401 is connected to. It's a company, you know,
Right,
the
for
job.
sure.
So the
Right.
company's on stock markets, and you know the stock market is what it is. So when you correlate it with each other, whatever happens, if you work for that company, that affects whatever you're invested in with the company, because the
Gotcha.
company's on that stock market. So if your company's in red, your 401 will be in red. You know what I'm saying? So it's, you got like really like. I say like 401s is cool, but when natural world disasters happen and companies start failing, you start losing money. So it's like you gotta like study outside. Like you got stuff like Bitcoin, that's just peer to peer, people to people, no banks included, no
Right.
governments, nothing. It's just the people's money.
Right.
You got things like gold. You know, you got land, different liabilities. You could turn to assets like shoes.
Right.
Like my homie got Yeezys on, but Yeezys, if you bought them and held on to them for a couple months, they went up in price. And that happens to a lot of Jordans and shoes. So a lot of people buy shoes and Jordans, but they don't know they have an asset if they just decide not to put them on their feet
Right.
and just decide to put them up on things like OfferUp, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, like resell them.
Right. So you hustling. See, you try to
Yeah.
sit there, hey, look, any way I can get some money, I'm going to go ahead and get some money. If I got to flip
Yeah.
these shoes, if I got to go ahead and flip these shirts, like whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, just having that mindset, that's that Mamba mentality, man. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
you
lie.
gotta
If I
keep
were to sit
going.
there and say it, I might have to say like Mamba mentality when it comes to it, because that's dope. For real, for real, man. And I think, you know, a different approach is also the assets and the liabilities, like you're saying, because, you know, when you wear something, it devalues. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then when you hold on to it, it can become an asset no matter how you, depending on how you play it.
Right,
You know,
right.
depending on how you play it. So that's been very, very pivotal. So being coachable, right? And, a lot of people, they want to win, right? A lot of people like, man, I just want to win. It don't matter what, no matter what it is, I just want to win. And some people that talk that, as we know, and then
Right.
there's some people that actually fall through with that. So networking, how has that really been for your journey and very, very pivotal to the way you are right now?
Like at first, when it came to networking, like as a DJ, I didn't know how to network. Like my skills spoke for itself, so I really don't have to talk much.
Okay.
So I never really had to like learn that skill of networking because I was really deep into my craft. So I had a guy named DJ Styles that used to mentor me, and he was like, networking is important, it's key, and it really takes it 10 times your business. So it was like, okay, once I started learning how to networking is basically just sharing contact information, seeing what that person got to offer you, what you could offer them, and see if you could like exchange value and build something. You know what I'm saying? That's basic networking. So once you do that, or just sharing your dollar with them, a business, that's networking. So just basically collaborating that with that business in some way. And once I learned that, I started getting like real exclusive things in life because you don't get stuff unless you ask for it. So the way of asking for it is like, I'm in that vicinity with people who could give me what I want, and I tell them, look, this is what I do, this is how I do it. I plan to do this, and some things that would help me, move forward faster is if I had this, because people be like, yo, if I had this, I'll be here. If I
Right,
had this,
yeah, exactly.
all right. So if the right ears hear that, then that's a networking opportunity. That's a collaboration that can happen. And the only way those opportunities happen is if you like really put yourself in those areas. So if I wanted to be a DJ and I wanted to like open up shows in front of people and stuff, go on tour. Like I ain't go on tour, but I definitely open up Echo Stage
Right, yeah, yeah.
for like what is it, 3,500 people with
Right.
like famous dags, all
Yeah,
these
yeah.
celebrities. So I did it on that scale, but it was like I wanted to do more. So it's just things like that you gotta like work hard for.
Yeah, that's a fact. I ain't gonna lie. Like, networking will take you far. At first, I was just like, man, you know what? It's gonna come to me. It's gonna come to me. But I'm like, nah, you know what? I gotta go out here and make it happen. I gotta have a conversation with somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody gotta hear it, right? Because it's just like, if you hold on to it, you don't really speak it into existence and really do the groundwork. A lot of people be like, man, put me on. Put me on. Why are you sitting there? You
like
ain't
the
put me
main
on
thing,
yet?
the main thing is if they don't know you, they can't flow you. That's what one of my mentors said. So the main thing is like
Wait,
you
wait,
gotta.
you said what again?
If they don't know you, they can't flow you. That's
Okay.
what one of my mentors said. So
Okay.
you got to be known by people. How you get known? Through marketing and just networking. Networking is the cheapest way. It's just moving your feet out the way, saying, look, I'm going to take my business, my products. I got my hats. I got my credit repair flyers. I put it in front of people. If they want it, they want it. If they, it's just a risk. Like,
Right, yeah, yeah.
It could be 50-50, and when it's on your positive side, you come up, and that moves you to the next phase.
Gotcha,
That's
yeah.
how it works.
Nah, for real. I ain't gonna lie, because, everything I really put, my mind to, I try to, manifest and execute on. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, with this, podcast, for real, my man Vegan Steven, he basically told me, hey, man, look, I got a spot. Like, this could happen. This could happen, man. Like, for real. And I had to take that step. And, I salute him because, we here because of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He seen the vision, executed it. And, we here as a team, and I appreciate him each and every day.
That's how you do it.
He be hard on me. You know what I'm saying? I be hard on myself, so that's my man.
Yeah.
We're live and we locked in.
That's
And like
how
I
you do
said,
it.
for you, it's like, I knew that you was a visionary even with your, the music. Because like I said, even going back to the project that you did for me, and I appreciate it so much. Because like,
No problem,
you
man.
understand, like, where hip-hop and where I was trying to go with it and everything like that. So I looked at it as a very, very important gift. Not only because, it did views and it did numbers, but it was just the time that you took to do it. Meaning that you was real and sincere with it, too. Because, a lot of people be like, man, I do this for you. And then they just half-step it. Like, everything that you put your, mind to and grind to and everything like that, you really, went above and beyond. And I thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem, bro. Like, that's one of the things that I try to show people. Like, customer service is everything. Like, the way you deliver is key. I always heard that saying, like, your first impression is important. So I always think about that in business. And I'm like, yo, if I want people to come back and, spend a bag with me and I could give them my skills and we both benefit, it's important that I over-deliver and, definitely deliver on the things that I say I can do. So I told you I could host a mixtape, it'll run numbers. I can't tell you how much it's going to do or whatever. I could just put my best foot forward, and that's what I try to do. So when you look at the numbers, I know it reached thousands, like, views and plays and stuff. And that's because I took time to do it. Like, it's not no instant gratification thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing real promo. I'm doing real networking, like, in Facebook groups, I'm gonna tell DJs how to hustle. Like, if you got a project and you try and put an artist on, you get in Facebook groups, you reach out to other DJs in different states, you DM DJs. Like, you gotta be affiliated with a lot of different DJs, so when you got something hot, they could play it. Because DJs, when you got a hot track, it make you hot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if someone say, like, oh, you got Bodak Yellow from Cardi, but nobody know about it, but it's being played in Atlanta, and it's buzzing in Atlanta, every DJ will try to get that track from a DJ in Atlanta. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Because you got that club hit, and I'm telling people, like, yo, when it comes to an underground artist, it take, like, if you popping, it could take, like, 6 months to a year for your song to hit the radio. If you're an independent artist, it could take 2 years. 3 years, maybe longer, depending on how much you put in marketing. But when it comes to that, you just gotta really put in that work so
Yeah,
you
that's
get the
facts.
results.
I think that's with anything. Like, you just gotta put in that work.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, with the credit, man, like, breaking it down, like, you know, how can people really, you know, tap in with you, you know, with the credit and be like, hey, look, man, you know, my credit job, like, messed up. It's funny. I need to go ahead and get this thing situated. How can people reach out to you, you know, try and get their credit right, man?
So right now they can hit me up on Instagram at CEO Don Osario. You can follow me on Instagram. Click the link in my bio. You can book a consultation. They free right now. So how it goes is you basically send me your name, information, number, so I can contact you. Your experience and things like that. I look over and do an audit on your credit report. Then I call you, and within that 15 minutes, I break down what's going on. Was derogatory or reporting negative, what we can do about it to remove it, and how, you know, we're going to make up a credit goal for you so we can start moving in that direction to building your credit for a specific reason, because a lot of people think they need credit. If you're not trying to get a house, if you're not trying to buy a car or really have a nice job or live anywhere nice and drive anything nice, you don't need credit. You can have a 530. You can have one credit card and not use it ever, and you know you'll have a good credit score to live basic. But if you really want to find things in life at a good price, you know, low interest, be able to do things like start a Turo business like me and drive off the lot, and for 30 days or more not pay a car note. So now you can accumulate all that passive income. You gotta have good credit, and that's the benefit of it. So I tell people, like, you definitely want to take your credit seriously. I didn't start taking my credit seriously until I was 25. I'm 26 now. This is last year.
It's all right.
So I was at 400. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
25. Yeah, I'm a year in, and I got results, and I'm helping other people get results. I'm removing inquiries. I just got a message now that I had like 7 things removed off my personal credit that I wanted to get removed. They made some updates, which is still incorrect, but that's the point of the, you know, the Credit Repair Act.
Okay.
It helps. It's legal, like laws that say everything on your credit report has to be 100% accurate,
Right.
you know, and verifiable. If it's not verifiable or accurate, it has to be removed, you know, because it's hurting you. So, yeah, that's definitely why you want to have some, like, good credit.
Yeah, and them interest rates, them just be sitting there skyscrapers for some people, man. I
for
ain't
some
gonna lie.
people. And it's because of the credit. Like, when it's low, your monthly payments are high. Your interest rates is high. Like, your life is just expensive for no reason because you're not playing that game right. You're trying to hop in the game of living luxury, but you don't understand the rules. And one of the simple rules is how money works. You know what I'm saying? Money is currency. The root word is current. When you think of current, it's like a water. It flows. So money has to flow. Like I told you, you don't want to save $1,000.
Hold on, go ahead and say that again. I like how you broke that down.
Yeah,
the
like
currency joint. Go ahead and
so
say that
currency,
again, man.
like we call currency money. Money is currency.
Right.
The root word is current. So it has to flow in order to work.
Okay.
If I have $1,000, keep it, I'm going to be by inflation. But if I'm moving it, having it in Bitcoin, and it's fluctuating, and it's growing, though, in the long term, it's flowing properly. So I got, like, the good credit. I got $15,000 for a car. I put it into a car. Now the cat is moving because I'm making money off the car. It's paying itself, and that money is moving and stacking.
Right.
And when I get the profits, I reinvest it. So that's when it goes from saving to being moved again. So that's its own system. So all your money has to move in order to grow.
I got you. So all the money got to move in order to grow, man. You said, look, man, that's some gems, boy. Some gems. Oh, my goodness. I know you told me you was going to bring the gems, and you, you definitely brought them gems, man. I ain't going to lie. Any favorite movies coming up for you? Any favorite movies you like watching? Never get tired of.
Movies, man. I don't even see the thing about me. I started like high school. What year? I don't know, like 2009, 2010. I haven't watched TV since. For real.
You ain't watched TV since?
I don't watch TV. I might watch a few little movies and stuff, but I don't watch TV.
Okay.
Yeah, so some things. Yeah, so some things that I do, like when it comes to my favorite stuff, I be watching, like, I listen to podcasts.
Okay.
You know, financial literacy stuff. I watch documentaries on Netflix. Now, I do get on Netflix a little bit.
All right.
Now, if somebody say a movie popping is funny, I be like, look, if it's funny, I'm gonna watch it on Netflix. That's the only time I watch a movie. 'Cause I gotta get my giggles in. But
Okay.
other than that, you know, I don't really watch. I like giggling and stuff to even me out. Like I
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
you gotta
you're
be
human.
even. Yeah, you a human. You know, even though
Yeah.
you got a business and you trying to do big things,
Right.
at the end of the day, you still love doing, you know, things that you did before you caught a millionaire mindset. So you know, you
Facts,
still
facts,
gotta
facts.
be even.
Yeah, for sure, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. You know me. Like I said, I watch the TV. I watch the sports. Favorite movies for me. You know what I'm saying? I like Get Rich or Die Trying. 50.
Oh
That's
yeah,
my guy.
yeah.
Yeah, Power. One of my favorite TV shows. Vegan don't like it, but it's all good.
You know, one
But
movie
it's
I
all good.
like. One movie that I like is Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Will
Yeah,
Smith, like
that
that
joint was
there,
tough.
it was tough cause like now that I'm older, like after I had my children and stuff, I could really relate to that movie, and that's a whole adult movie. Like
Right.
no children gonna understand what that man was going through. You feel me? So
Right.
it's like, man, that's like something you could really relate to, and that's something like there's so many lessons in it because you could really tap into that movie. At the time, you could tap into it based off your situation in life.
That's good.
So that's
man.
one of my favorite movies. I
That's
like
good,
that.
man. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people don't say Pursuit of Happiness is one of their favorite movies, but you know, like I said, you know, fatherhood.
Yeah.
So
And
you got the
struggle.
baby Dons.
He
And, you know,
overcame.
yeah, for sure, man. And that's what's up. And you putting them in the position too, because I be seeing you having the fun with them and all that, man. And that's what it's all about, man. So, you know, I know you gonna definitely put them on the right path and make sure that they understand everything, you know, and they
Yeah.
financially literate and being able to do what they want to do and exercise their time as well, man.
Yeah, that's the
what's
goal, because they gotta be like, the one thing about us as adults, like we know at our age we ain't really had that many role models and stuff that was positive for us, you know.
Right.
If we did, they probably sent us down the wrong road. So when it come to me, I'm like, you know, I made bad decisions, but I'm trying to like learn as fast as I can from them. Like I said, my father did 15 years prison, so I had a stepfather. You know, it's not an identical type love. You got your mom trying to live her life, so
Right.
it's like, you know what I'm saying. You really trying to grow up and learn these lessons the best way you can in the environment you in, because everybody don't come from certain households. So
Right.
when you learn them lessons, you gotta really pass them down as quick as possible, because you know what's going on in the world. Like we have bad stuff, but right now it's like a shift. And if we all keep moving in that shift in a positive, like in a full effort, like everybody, we can make it fully happen. So one of them shifts is like generational curses getting broke. Like we all know certain things that we did growing up or that happened that wasn't really beneficial for us. So we gotta break it, starting with like our education on like finances. Money is a big problem.
Right.
The biggest death causing thing in the world is stress. A lot of us stress because we may not have the money for our bills, or within the 30 days we don't know if we're gonna make the money, or whatever the case may be. Stress kills us. You know what I'm saying? We the most stressful people because we financially, you know, down.
That's another gem.
Yeah,
What
we
you been
definitely-
watching? You been watching something,
I've been
man.
locked in. Like
You
when
just
I
locked
say
in.
I was locked in the whole pandemic, I have books. Like this my second podcast. Like I'm just tapping into like stuff that really matter, because you know you can have diamonds, designers, you know, all the nice cars and things, but if you don't have a proper like mentality to manage all of that, from like the activities to the financial side, it's gonna eat you up. You know, and a lot of people like, I got approved for 10,000. There's people out here who got 9 to 5s getting approved for 50,000, and they go take endless trips, go buy stuff they don't supposed to be buying, go buy iPads and everybody's stuff, and then be working hard.
Right.
You know, trying to pay everything back and doing double shifts and really living a lifestyle that they didn't even ask for, but you ain't know about it because you're not studying like how money works. And, you know, that's money what you worked with. You know,
Right.
that's how you got in debt. So you got to really understand how that stuff work before you really go hard, like taking those big risks.
Facts, facts, facts. I ain't even gonna hold you, man. Look, hey, Don came through
Yeah.
with these gems, man, and I appreciate you, man. But before we get up out of here, I want to let people know May 15th, Dare to Be Different, you know, and myself and another nonprofit organization, man. We all coming together, y'all. To make it happen, man. Feeding the homeless, y'all. So make sure that y'all tap in with us. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that y'all follow as well, man. Any last words. Any last words that you want to tell the people, man, before you get up out of here? Plug yourself in. Let people know what you can do for them, because you're doing a lot of things for people, man.
Yeah, so you can follow me on Instagram at CEO Don Osario. You can follow my website at www.donosario.com. I just hopped into the Toro field, so I plan on like breaking down like a beginner's guide. I plan on like writing an ebook for that, and just continue like dropping content that's free that people could benefit from. And later on this summer, either this month or next month, I'm gonna drop a mentorship program so I can really get into detail like the stuff I was talking about today, because that's just the icing on the cake, you know, and that's just some free gems that you could benefit from. But it's so much more when it comes to financial literacy, and it comes from a lot of studying things. And like I said, I done dropped thousands on mentorships, and you know, a lot of people can't afford it. So I want to create a program where it's affordable for the everyday person can invest and start, you know, growing financially and benefiting their family.
Facts, facts, facts. Well, you heard it from him, man. You already know, man. Grind hard, dream big. The harder you grind, the bigger you dream. Don't forget, y'all, May 15th. Know what I'm saying? May 15th. Dare to be different. FP to prosperity and grind hard, dream big. We'll be feeding the homeless, y'all. So make sure if y'all want to take any donations, make sure that y'all follow. Y'all follow the Cash App is Dare, DARE. 2, the number 2, B, the letter B, different, INC, y'all. So make sure that y'all make y'all donations. Anything small, just, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna do our due diligence. Unity in the community, y'all. Let's make it happen. I appreciate you, Don, coming through, man.
Yeah,
I'm an
appreciate
important
you
person.
for having me.
And you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get this right. Financial literacy. We're gonna be all right, y'all. We're gonna be all right. The harder you grind, the bigger you dream. And we out.
Hey, producing.